Let's do another quick run through those hip numbers. On the outside, you can see that's Elle Sanford goes straight to the front. She'll be in 12. Abby Caldwell in 11. I'm going reverse numbers here. Bunnage in 10. Nicola Hogg in 9. Melissa Duncan in 8. Rebecca Green in 7. Natalie Rule in 6. Amy Robinson in 5. Holly Campbell in 4. Sarah Billings in 3. Lucinda Rourke in 2. And Caitlin Adams in 1. So that's Elle Sanford there. 210 through 800 metres is what's been asked of her. And then it is Caldwell, Billings and Duncan and then Bunnage. So that's your first 4 and they're stringing out at the moment, that front group. See just how far. Looks like Rule just behind Nicola Hogg there and then Campbell. But they're stretching them out. I'm sure they'll be looking for a 65 for the first 400 metres.
Sanford doing her part down the back straight, setting the tempo. Caldwell and Billings. And the gap is starting to open up there to the rest of the pack, led by Melissa Duncan. Up on her shoulder, that's Natalie Rule now coming through and not let this lead group get away too far. Nicola Hogg, the junior, already a world under-20 qualifier to her credit this season with the personal best around that 4 minutes 18. But Sanford, Caldwell, Billings. Now it's Rule starting to bridge the gap. Onto the shoulder is Duncan. And they'll enter the home straight. Still Sanford, the pacemaker, leading the way. Caldwell looking comfortable. Billings and Rule now. Then it's Campbell, Duncan and Bunnage, the junior.
So we'll see if they can keep on pace for this first 800 metres. They were very good, right on it for that first lap. 2:10 is what they're asking for. That'll be close. 4:04.20 is the World Championships qualifier. And 2:13, so just a tick off the pace there. As Sanford, I think she might have seen the clock and she is moving that pace up a little bit. The meet record from Tony Hodgkinson, New Zealand, 4:06.23. Could be under threat tonight as well. She takes them a little bit further. But it's still Caldwell and Billings, then Rule and Campbell, and the gap back to Nicola Hogg, and then Rebecca Green trying to move around the outside of Bunnage. And Sanford's taking them a long way. Looks like she's taking them over a K here, and maybe even a little bit further. She moves out onto the outside to let the girls go for their last lap. But it's still Caldwell. Billings hot on her heels, and then Rule, and a gap back to Holly Campbell. But they're going to get the bell here. 1 lap to go for our 1,500 metres. She's gone a full 1,200 there, or 1,100. But this group out in front of 3. Caldwell, Billings and Rule pulling away from Campbell and Green and Hogg. They're going to have 300 metres left to go. No one's making a big move now. They're still going stride for stride. They're going to have to start making a move now with 250 left to go. Looks like they're moving out a little bit wide. Rule, this is where she made the move on Rose Davies at the 3,000 metre champs last week in New South Wales, but nothing major's changed. Caldwell still holding strong with 200 metres left to go. Billings now makes the move. She steps out wide. Can she cover the speed? It's hard to pass on the bend. Caldwell still looking controlled there, the youngster. They're going to come out into the home straight. It's going to be a big sprint finish here. The clock, 3:50. It's Caldwell, Billings on the outside, and then Rule. 80 metres left to go here in the 1,500 metres at the Melbourne Track Classic. Rule's going to have to go up the inside. She's got a little bit extra speed, but she hasn't got any space here. Caldwell's trying to fight hard as she can, and they're going to run out of real estate. Caldwell's going to take it 4:09.09. I think Rule, unfortunately, if she was on the outside, she might have taken the win, but she just got trapped behind Caldwell.
She had all the momentum down the home straight, just like we saw in Sydney just on a week ago. But Caldwell put it out there. She was the one that went with the pace early and went to the front and was able to run off the front and take the victory. So impressive running there from Caldwell.